Welcome back, Ryo-san.
Good morning.
Good morning. Diving right in with English. I love it. That was a great start and a super interesting photo to describe. So tell me, what made you pick this particular image?
I'd like to hear your picture detail of description.
Absolutely. I'll keep it all in English and dive into the details. We've got a young child here in a bright red shirt, fully engaged with a plate of food that includes grains and snails. The child's expression's super curious and excited, and they're using their hands and a fork to handle the snails. The background has some nice greenery, giving it a natural, almost outdoor feel. It's definitely a unique and adventurous little meal scene. So what's on your mind as we practice?
Is that all?
You got it. I'll dive even deeper. So focusing on the details, the child's red shirt is quite vivid, and you can see how intently they're focusing on their plate. The grains on the plate look a bit like couscous or something similar, and the snails have these shiny, dark shells that stand out against the lighter food. The child's fingers are holding a snail with a kind of careful little grip, and there's this natural greenery background that makes the setting feel cozy and fresh. All right, your turn. What details would you like to chat about next?
I think this food is not snail. It's a clam.
I see where you're coming from. You know, it's easy to mix those up sometimes, especially at a glance. If we look closely, those shells do have that spiral shape that's more typical of snails rather than crabs. But hey, it's a good catch. It could easily be a small crab in certain dishes. Either way, the kid is definitely having an adventurous meal. So let's keep going. What's on your mind next?
Okay, my turn. I described this picture. In this picture, I can see the one boy. He's so young. Maybe he's into the kindergarten or freshman or elementary school. This picture kind of candid photograph. He's about to eat clam with his big hand open. He has a clam left hand and right hand has a fork. His mouth and fingers greeted with the food sauce. Table manner is terrible, but it's a good way of child food eating. Children's healthy appetite, I think this first filial piety. It makes parents happy. Cuisine is paellas. It's cuisine of Portuguese or Spanish. Boys eating the red half-sleeve shirts, and that shirt has appliques. Maybe it's the design of bird. Behind him, I can see the green trees. Location probably an outside restaurant. It's a very nice weather. I can see the sunshine go through the leaves.
いいですね。外のレストラン。
Just in English.
柔らかくて優しい感じです。
Please, just in English.
Of course, I'll switch back to English for you. Let me know what else you'd like to chat about.
I'd like to hear your comment about my description.
Absolutely. I think you painted a really vivid picture there, describing the red shirt, the hint of a horse design, and the sunlight filtering through the trees. It all really sets the scene, so nice job on that.
Thank you. I'd like to move another new lesson. It's collocation word lesson.
Absolutely. We can dive right into some collocation practice. Just let me know which words or themes you want to focus on, and we'll get started from there.
I read my collocation word. Please repeat the same word just after to me, and make an English composition including that word.
Sure, let's give it a try. Just let me know which collocation word you'd like to start with, and I'll repeat it, and then put it into a sentence for you.
Artificial satellite.
All right, let's go for it. Artificial satellite. Got it. Now let's put that into a sentence. Scientists around the world rely on artificial satellites to gather weather data and improve forecasting accuracy. All right, feel free to try repeating that back or let me know if you have another word in mind.
Space development project.
All right, space development project. So let's put that into a sentence. Many countries collaborate on new space development projects to explore beyond Earth's orbit. Now it's your turn to give it a try.
Launch a rocket.
Got it. Launch a rocket. So let's weave that into a sentence. The team is preparing to launch a rocket early next month as part of their latest mission. All right, now you can give it a shot.
I move to another collocation word.
Absolutely, I'm here for it. Just let me know your next collocation word and we'll dive into that one.
Unidentified flying object.
All right, unidentified flying object or UFO. Let's put that into a sentence. Last night, a few residents reported seeing an unidentified flying object hovering over the hills. Now feel free to give that a go yourself and we can keep on practicing.
Okay, I'd like to move another collocation, new collocation.
Sure, just let me know the next collocation you'd like to practice with and we'll jump right in.
Tail of comet.
All right, tail of a comet it is. Let's roll with that. For example, you could say, scientists often study the tail of a comet to learn more about the solar system's early history. All right, now it's your turn to give that a try.
Superficial of the Earth.
All right, surface of the Earth. Great choice. Let's pop that into a sentence. When astronauts look down from space, they can see the beautiful blue surface of the Earth. Go ahead and give that a shot.
Transitional agriculture.
All right, let's run with sustainable agriculture. For instance, you could say, many farmers are now turning to sustainable agriculture to preserve the environment and produce healthier food. Now go ahead and give it a try yourself.
Grow vegetable.
Let's do growing vegetables. For example, you might say, in their backyard garden, they're growing vegetables like tomatoes, cucumbers, and lettuce. All right, now you can give that a spin.
Rich soil.
All right, let's work with pitch a tent. For example, you might say, when they arrived at the campsite, they chose a nice flat spot and started to pitch a tent. Go ahead and give that a...
You misunderstand my word. I said rich soil.
Ah, got it. Ditch soil, not pitch a tent. Thanks for clarifying. All right, for ditch soil, we could say something like, farmers often improve drainage by using the soil from ditches to create maize beds. And with that, if you have any other collocations, feel free to let me know.
Wheat field.
なるほど、了解です。じゃあ、
please just in English.
Sure thing, I'll keep it all in English. So for wheat field, you could say something like, farmers work in vast wheat fields to harvest the grain each season. Just let me know if you have any other phrases.
Okay, time is over, so thank you for everything. I'd like to see you next morning again. Thanks anyway.
Absolutely, I'd be happy to chat again next morning. Thanks for the conversation and have a great rest of your day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Take care and talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.